Hi, this is Simon from GuitarPoint in Frankfurt, Germany. We have the amazing opportunity today to have all different incarnations of the Gibson Les Paul model from 1952 till 1959 here in our shop. I want to take the chance to show you all the different details and all these beautiful guitars that we all love so much. Okay, so let's start with this Les Paul, which is one of the first Les Paul models ever made. It's one of the first two batches, about like 100 to 110 guitars made with this specs. You can immediately see the difference. The bridge pickup is mounted with these two screws directly into the top. It has the tall speed knobs, like huge knobs actually. It doesn't have a binding, which is pretty visible, pretty noticeable, and it feels different. So the first ones came without the neck binding. It has a center seam top, which is also not common for gold tops. They all have different tops. When you flip the guitar around, you see the electronic cavity, which looks pretty odd when you're used to the common cavity. It's pretty like squarish. That's how they did it back then. It's a beautiful example, and they're pretty rare. This is an early 53 Les Paul. It's got the regular size speed knobs. It's got the P90 with the different screws in the middle of the pickup. This one also has a Modrax tailpiece like the 52 we showed you earlier for better playability. So that's a common mod. It also has a binding and it's got the serial number. The 52 models don't have a serial number. The 53 ones do have a serial number. So that's one of the earliest serialized Les Pauls, but still with the 52 specs. We show you the second incarnation of the 53 Les Paul right now. This is the second version of the 1953 Les Paul model, now with more common features. That's the first one with the wraparound tailpiece, and this is the thin ear tailpiece. It's only available in 53, and it allows to set the action a bit lower. The first Les Pauls, especially the 52 and 53 versions, have a more shallow neck angle. So usually you have to set the bridge lower like this. This doesn't need it actually, because you can see if you look from the side that the action is pretty high. Otherwise it's just like the one that we showed you before. So here you have the 54 Les Paul. That's like a magical year, because the custom shop's reissuing them as the model with these specs, like the wraparound, typical wraparound P90 Les Paul. This is the full-size Waraptail, just as you used to see it, and it's a beautiful, clean guitar. When you turn it around, you see there's one thing that definitely changed in 1954. It's the routing from the cavity to the output jack. This is still small. It's a guitar having the serial number 41, the 41 range, and it will change within 54. This is another 54 Les Paul. It's in the 43 serial number range, and this one has a different control cavity. It's actually the final layout, if you want. They drilled all the way through, and it's got the big hole from the output jack into the cavity. I figured out it happened around the serial number 42, like 42, in that range, and that's how they were from then on. So now we're about to enter the higher Euro price range. This is an amazingly clean 56 Les Paul gold top. The typical greening again. This one had a Bixby, so you see the snake bites. But that's the first version with the ABR1 bridge and the stop tail. So that's the Les Paul like you see it today, but still with the P90 pickups. This started in 1955 and lasted until like early 57. So that's a 56 model, super nice guitar, and adjustable saddles, perfect intonation. That's just a classic Les Paul. So that's the 57 Les Paul standard with two PAF humbuckers. That's the first year of the PAF humbucker. Gibson invented it. These are the first versions with the more like squarish steel cover, non-sticker PAFs, super rare and classic layout. So that's actually the first electric guitar, solid body electric guitar with humbuckers. Obviously the same layout as the 56 model, but with the new humbucking pickups. It's an amazing guitar, and they became almost as desirable as the later Sunburst versions. So here it is, the amazing 1959 Gibson Les Paul Standard, the holy grail of all electric guitars. In 1958, Gibson started to switch the finish from gold to sunburst. It was a cherry sunburst with dark cherry outside and more like a yellow color in the center. And most of these guitars faded. So this one faded to a more like a lemon color. Some call it unburst, some call it lemon burst, whatever. It's definitely not cherry anymore. You can see the cherry under the so-called poker chip, so the remains where no UV light reached the top of the guitar. This one has a set of 2 zebra pickups, and yeah, that's something that happened in '59 when Gibson ran out of the black bobbins for the pickups. They can be either zebra or double wide, yeah, before they got more stock of the black bobbins in 1960 again. In 1960, Gibson changed the color to a fade-resistant cherry sunburst, and they didn't fade at all. So they look still the same as they did in 1960. In 1959, Gibson also changed the size of the fret wire, which makes the guitar play more easy. The bendings are easier. So that's one of the reasons why '59 is one of the years players and collectors prefer. Also, the neck profile is still round and feels very comfortable. In 1960, especially late in 1960, the necks became much thinner. So yeah, that's a wonderful piece. It's got some nice flames, and yeah, we're always happy to have these guitars here. They really feel great, they play great, and it's always something special when you play a guitar like this. Guys, I hope you liked my walkthrough, my quick walkthrough to our unique collection of these amazing instruments. If you love Les Pauls like I do, visit us online, call us, come to the shop. You're welcome anytime.